Hello, Tony Collins, this time coming to you from Walker Arena. This is commencement weekend, should be commencement weekend, and Walker Arena used to be that venue. So I look across Clarkson Avenue, I see the cherry blossoms, there should be a lot of students, a lot of activity. It is what it is. Here we are in a pandemic. I wanted to begin by talking to you about the moving out process. You may say, well, why on earth would I bring that up? I think it actually crystallizes for us all what Clarkson is about. And so the staff, residents, staff, a number of us thought about how to move our students that still have their belongings on campus, how to move them out. And we came up with a pack and ship or store option. And quite frankly, it wasn't really the right solution for everybody. And so together, that's my important point, together we came up with a much better solution. I've never seen quite as much pressure brought onto the world and those making decisions or putting plans together as right now. It's political, it's social, it's constitutional, rights, personal infringements. And so together we came up with a plan. I want to particularly thank those that contacted us directly, whether that be Dawson Johannes, or whether it be the CUSA leadership, Avery Paradis, or Owen Ukulea. All of us came together and created a plan in probably less than 24 hours that met the need. It was a problem and we found a solution amongst a lot of really dissentious issues that the world is facing these days. And so there's my metaphor for life. The way that we came together over a pretty complex problem and solved it is something that I hope everybody takes forward as we continue to fight this global pandemic. Being together, listening to other people, it's so critical to come up with the right solution. So that's our moving out process. Now I want to thank our alumni that have given so generously in our emergency fund. That fund is helping students right now, Clarkson students, just simple things like food and shelter, it's helping. I'm really pleased to say that students that want to continue their Clarkson education, through that fund, we've actually doubled the number of students this year through our summer courses. They're online, they're not here on campus, but we've doubled the number, frankly, through the generous support of our alumni. And that's continuing into our graduate programs. And so our students that may not have been successful in the job market or may have started a job and found that it's been deferred or put off or even the offer has been rescinded. They'll be able to go to grad school into some of our executive programs like our MBA program or our Master of Science in Engineering Management or our Master of Science in Data Analytics. These are great programs. They'll take a year to complete and then hopefully the job market will have improved. So thank you to our alumni that have donated so generously. We're approaching $700,000 for that fund, and that's allowing us to provide very generous scholarship support. So as we move to what should have been commencement, and I'm trying to look at those cherry blossoms, what struck me was just one email, and that actually came from Devin Brasseau, captain of the men's hockey team. And he emailed me and Karen just to thank us for our support over the years. Well, I tell you, that hit a chord in me when he said he was thanking us. All I can say to our graduates is thank you. Think about what you bring to this university, our reputation, the careers that you have, your success. That's what it's all about. This year, we had such an amazing success rate in our academic achievements, whether it be the Udall Scholarship, a Fulbright Scholarship, Goldwater Scholarships, NSF Graduate Fellowships, just an amazing set of academic accolades. And so, believe me, it is the faculty and staff of this institution that want to thank our graduates. So congratulations and thank you. Now I'd like to, with that little bit of a hockey introduction, talk about Walker Arena. So how do I get to Walker Arena? Well, one of our faculty members that teaches in our Master of Science in Engineering Management program down in New York City provided an example for our Good Night series. I want to thank Mark Compo, Professor in the School of Business, the Ray School of Business. I want to thank him for suggesting the idea of each and every day telling a good night story about something positive through this pandemic that involves a Clarkson alumnus. And I just want to stress one of the stories. It could be, I could have taken any number of stories. There's one story that I want to highlight, and that is Isabel Lynch, who was working 12-hour night shifts on Long Island at Stony Brook, helping to construct with the Army Corps of Engineers a 1,000-bed hospital. And she emailed Professor Charles Riley, who teaches in our MS-EM program, and said, I can't make it to the live evening session tonight because that's what I'm doing. He wrote back and said, just in 2 words, what I think all of us felt. That is, thank you. And so, all the way down to New York City, our faculty, our students have just performed so admirably, so wonderfully during this pandemic. It's an example to all of us. There are many great good night stories. Go and look at them. I'm going to end with a little humor, and that is that Charlie Riley, who teaches for us, Dr. Charlie Riley, he's had a tremendous career. He was teaching an operations management course to Isabel, and his experience ranges from working in the White House to being in Tiananmen Square at a very historic moment. But mostly I want to focus on one thing, and that is in the 70s he played hockey for Princeton. And right here in Walker Arena, he was a defenseman. And he went down on a knee to block a shot, and you guessed it, right here, he was hit by the puck and he lost his tooth. So after this video, I'm going into Walker to see if I can find that tooth for Charlie Riley. That's the end of my story for today. Thank you to all of the Golden Knights that are contributing to our emergency fund. Mostly, congratulations to those that are graduating. Thank you.